So today I'm revealing my 2023 Lemax Spooky Town Village. I love doing my Spooky Town Village every year because it really makes me feel like it's finally Halloween. I typically do it way earlier than now, but everything has been so busy, so I've just been able to put it up. So before we went too far into this morning we went to Krispy Kreme and got their new Krispy Kreme Scooby Doo donuts. Oh my gosh, the box they come in is so precious and adorable. The donuts are so cute. The cookies and cream, hands down, my favorite. It's the snowman, and he is wonderful. These donuts are definitely sweeter than last year's donuts, so it's a little bit harder to get through the box than normal, but this wasn't the only Halloween treat that you should be thinking about getting right now, because right now, guess what's made its comeback? Yep, everyone's favorite, the Boo Buckets. And this year they have the new purple color, which is the vampire, which is awesome. This is the only one I have so far. This is the one we got today when they came out, October 17th. So this won't be out right then, but they have 3 more versions. So I'm excited to see them all. This year they don't have a witch, which is crazy. I did get all 3 last year, but this year they have the purple vampire, the white mummy, the orange skeleton, and the green Frankenstein's monster. So that's a pretty good lineup. I think they all look pretty cute, and I'm assuming they all have the different 3 faces like they do, so you can turn them however you want. But I was actually probably most excited to get the vampire because I don't have a purple one yet. So, and now I hope is the perfect time to ask you to please like and subscribe to my teeny tiny little channel. It really helps me out, or comment basically a pumpkin emoji or whatever makes you feel comfortable. And now my self-promotion is over. Thank you. I have been collecting these pieces over several years. This doesn't happen overnight. And if you're just starting out on your Spooky Town voyage, just know that it takes a while to collect this much, to get all these different pieces, to really figure out what you like and your vibe and how you want it to be. So I just remember when I started out, I felt like my village was a little sad, but now I'm very happy with it. So you will be too. Just a little bit every year, and it grows. You plant a seed and it grows. And also, I purchase all of my Lemax pieces from Michael's, and I always wait until they have the 40% off Lemax. It's hard, and let me tell you, once they go 40% off, you better get to the store rather quickly because a lot of the pieces are gone. Quick. So, yes, I did purchase the pieces that I got this year for 40% off, and actually, there was an additional 15% off coupon. So I got 40% off, and then of that, I got 15% off. So I got some really good deals this year. I'm still dying. I still really want that Ferris wheel web of terror. However, I got such good deal on the pieces this year. Honestly, it probably would have been the same price for that one piece as I got multiple pieces. So can't really justify paying that much. But I think that piece is probably one of my favorites I've ever seen. Truly. It's so cool. My Lemax Village takes up my entire dining room table, which is okay. We just don't use the dining room table. We eat in the kitchen for the month of October, and that's just fine. Eventually, I would love to build something and probably put it in a basement so I could really build it up and have it awesome. The basement sounds crazy and creepy, but that's where I usually film my podcast, and it's walkout, so it's not that bad. It's not that dark yet. One of the new pieces I got this year was the Gothic Hills Funeral Home. One of my favorite new pieces that I got this year is the Mystery Meat Canning Company. It is so funny and awesome. And it goes great with my Wasteland pub.
I also got the Witch's Coven Garden, and I love it so much. I love all of the lights. I love the little details. And I love that it perfectly matches my witch's tower.
So this year, I also added the creepy bridge that is from Lemax, which I really love. I added the haunted house sign. I added the haunted house skeleton who's passing out flyers. And I added something completely different. Technically, I got this last year, but I added the Costco Disney Mickey Mouse Haunted Village. Now, last year, I didn't have a chance to put it up with my Lemax Village when we purchased it, but this year I decided I was going to do it, and I was going to add it to my current village, kind of just hoping it would work, and honestly, I think it integrated so well. I think it looks really, really great incorporated into the village. I wasn't sure if it would work. In fact, I was pretty sure it wouldn't look great, but I just decided to do it anyway, and I really love it with it. I think it actually completely works, and I love it. The only issue I have with it is that it is battery operated, and I really don't like just the battery operated ones. I think you go through a ton of batteries, and also having to go and turn them on. I think it does have a timer, but I don't always turn it on at the same time. The rest of my Halloween village is on the adapters where you can plug multiple items in to one plug, and I think that is so important, including all of the different new light boxes, and all of those can be plugged into those adapters, and so you don't have to use batteries, and you can just flip a switch on your power strip and it all comes on like magic. That's my favorite. I like it all on and all off. Wonderful. Some other things that I got this year are some extra lighting, and I really think it helps create the whole town effect because I got some cute little lamp posts, and they're shockingly bright, like really bright. And those lights actually help illuminate the rest of the village because some of them are much brighter than others. Some of the pieces I have are older, and they're just not as bright. I mean, some of them are just the ones with the lamp in the back. So, some of these spots can use some extra lighting, and I do really enjoy these black light ones. Those are very cool to help for certain effects. So you can have an idea of what it's like with and without. See the difference this one little light makes? This one tiny little light. I love the effect. And it's just that tiny little light right there that is shining right on that bad boy, and he looks so cool. So, see, little things like this, you can get creative with your lighting. But I think those are awesome. And the lamp posts are so cool. And see how that's shining on that? Look at that. When I start out my Halloween village, or my Spooky Town village, I divide it typically into two pieces. One side I use like the grass base from Lemax. If you'll notice, the one that I'm using is an older version. The newer version is a little bit more yellow and it doesn't match the risers as well. And the other side I use a black cloth because it's my darker, more spooky, scary side of my village. So risers are key. They are key to everything. It helps you create depth and dimension within your village. I get it, the risers are expensive, and if you can't afford them, I built some of my own actually several years ago, and I actually still use them. I used styrofoam that I kind of carved the edges on just to make it a little bit less boxy, and I just simply hot glued brown felt, those cheap felt squares from Michael's on top of them, just so I could have something to build up on. Because you can always cover those as well in some way with moss. I use like moss, fake and probably real. And creepy cloth is great to like mask cables and areas like that you may not want to show off. Target had two very, very cool risers this year. One was a tree stump that is so cool, and I put my witch's tower on it and it looks amazing on that. Of course, I draped a little creepy cloth as well because it's a little light. The other one was a pumpkin riser, and it's my favorite. I put my Bad Apple candy shop on it and I think it looks amazing on that. It's the little things that really make a big difference in your village. I really feel like my village comes to life when I start adding the little people, the little lights, all the different little things that make it unique to my village. Definitely look for other pieces outside of Lemax that you can incorporate into your own village. I think that's really important, and I think it can save you a lot of money. Target also had some cool little pieces this year. I think I got a skeleton dog, a skeleton cat. I think I got additional pumpkins, which were very cute. I think in previous years, I got some more gravestones. Got a mossy skull that I actually added to the village. I think that I can incorporate that one better. I also got Dollar Tree trees that look great in the village. I think trees add so very much and a lot of depth, and it makes it feel more real. I wish I had purchased more because I got the candy corn black version and just black trees. I wish I had gotten some of the purple and the green, so I think it would pop more on the darker side of my village, but maybe next year. One of the things that I highly recommend is this Lemax Sticky Max stuff. You actually put it at the base of your little items and it helps keep them from falling over, and it is fabulous. It has saved me so many times. Everything just kept falling over and it lasts so long. I mean, you just put a little dab will do ya, and that's all it takes. It's perfect. So I highly, highly recommend purchasing this stuff. There's probably some dupes. I don't know how those would work, but I know that I love this Lemax Sticky Max. It is wonderful. I highly recommend it. It works great. I have had such great luck with this stuff. Really. Like, once you start having a lot of pieces out, I use it for the trees. I use it for all the little people. Sometimes I even use it for my leaves if I want them to stay in a certain spot. It's super helpful. So I got a little creative this year and wanted to add some more fun pieces. So I purchased Pennywise, my personal favorite, of course, Freddy. Oh, so fabulous. And of course, Jason, who's actually really cool too. And so the plan is to just snip off their ornament part and to add them to my village because the size is really perfect for this. Now, I know I don't have their proper backgrounds for them or a lake, but I still think I can find little areas. I would love to eventually make or purchase the nightmare house to have that. I think that would be super cool. So maybe at some point I could do that. Oh my God, it'd be awesome to have the car too. I wonder if they make that. I bet they make that. They make everything. It's crazy. If you want it now, they've got it. So I'm just gonna add them throughout the village for now until I figure out something even better to do with them. But I love them, and I think it's a fun way to add actual horror elements into my village. Like, they look great, and so I'm just gonna take some metal and just snap that right off, and so you can see the others. Freddy, hello Freddy. And then, of course, we have Pennywise. Pennywise is pretty cool. So, just so you know, I do have horror ornaments on my Halloween tree. They're just different from these. But now that I know that these look so good, I might purchase some more and put them on my Christmas tree as well. The other ones that I just have are these wooden ones that I got from Amazon, and they're actually very cute and kawaii-like. I think they're precious. I'll actually go ahead and show you some of those too. But by thinking like that, it really does help your village come alive. After Christmas, the ornaments are cheaper. You can get them like half off. And I mean, you may not want Freddy and Pennywise and Jason gracing your village, but I don't know what normal people like. Like, you know, cute stuff. You know, I don't know. Maybe. Oh my God, I can't think of anything. What? Why am I becoming one of the Three Stooges right now? Anyway, you get the idea. One of the other things that I thought that would be really cool for my village, and I think I'm going to incorporate that next year, is for the base to not just think of fabric or the grass that Lemax provides, but I have a ton of scrapbooking paper that has like bricks and those sorts of things, so I think that would be actually really cool to lay down in front of some of the homes and things like that. There's a ton of things I can do to improve, but I'm working on it every year. And if you're making your Spooky Town village, I would love to hear what ideas and thoughts you have. Anyway, I hope you have the most amazing, wonderful day, my spooky darlings.